yo creo que será el caso justamente del Canelo. Y bueno, la primera parte de este pesaje, ya lo veíamos, Figueroa Cotto, pues tenemos a uno de los dos implicados. Figueroa, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, gracias a Dios.
Oye, Omar, muy joven, 23 años, evidentemente de ascendencia mexicana, que nacido aquí en Texas. ¿Por qué la panterita?
Judge at ringside, redheaded scores the bout 115 to 112. Orange Schellenberger sees it 116 to 111. And Stanley Christodoulou scores the bout 118 to 109. All three in favor of the winner. He is now the WBC, WBA, and Ring Magazine Super Welterweight World Champion.
But we agreed to fight under those circumstances, so I can't complain about it. When we found out we was down by the 4th round on all judges' scorecards, that's when we stopped boxing and started, kind of going forward. When we found out we were down in the 8th round, we're like, well, they don't want me to box, they don't want me to bang. I don't know what they want me to do. Yeah. So, it did affect, he knew he was up, he engaged, it was whack. I don't like the open scoring, I don't like the judges either. I'll accept the decision. I can see him maybe winning. It was a close fight, though, in my opinion. I thought, we did enough to win on level playing fields. But even on a level playing field, he could have gotten the nod. That's not what I'm detesting, just the range, how wide the margin was.
Story though, Al Bernstein, Canelo Alvarez, though there's nothing left that can come off his body.
No.
152, but he made weight.
He did. He's a legitimate 154-pounder. The question, and this will be the big one to answer, is did it take any toll on him to make that weight? Mayweather's weight makes sense because he fights at 147, and he never gets higher than he needs to.
Paulie, he is the type of guy that can put on a lot of weight in the next 24 hours, right?
And that's going to be essential for him. As you see them stare down right now, an intense stare down. Both trying to smile, a little gamesmanship. But what Canelo puts on overnight tonight is essential for him. He's a young man, so whenever he may have struggled to lose weight, he can gain it back as a young man.
See what happens. Let's see. I don't know. I don't think Canelo's going anywhere. He might be here all night.
It's funny. Usually Floyd talks at the weigh-in.
Canelo Alvarez wanted no part of whatever Floyd was trying to hand him. Hey, be a part of this. Nope.
Not buying what he's selling.
You know what? You don't understand English, so it's probably better off he doesn't have to hear the trash talking or the gamesmanship.
Part of that, Paulie, is though it's like, look, we're not friends. Yeah. You're not my friend. I know that.
I like that. I like it. You know what? You gotta have your game face on. You're not friends. Not until after the fight. At this point, everything is on the line. The pound-for-pound best fighter in the world is in front of you. You don't have to be nice to him right now.
Judge at ringside, C.J. Ross scores about 114 to 114, even a draw.
C.J. Ross scores about 114 to 114, even a draw.
Your thoughts on the draw by C.J. Ross?
And another dubious situation, and another black eye for boxing. And guess what? Boxing is like the Cyclops. There's no more eyes left to blacken. This is really destroying the boxing industry, and it takes us away from the marvelous performance of Floyd Mayweather. Look, we're in the betting capital of the world. They put a betting line on anything. You can bet on the coin toss in the Super Bowl. You can bet on the under-over for how long the national anthem's going to go in the Super Bowl. But I can guarantee you one line that will not be up in this town tomorrow, and that will be the line of whether or not C.J. Ross, that criminal, that corrupt or incompetent, whatever you want to call her, I don't know what she is, but this is the second time she's done this. Just as you just finished saying, there will be no lineup tomorrow, whether or not she will be reprimanded by this commission or any commission, because she won't be, because it doesn't happen in boxing. Boxing is unregulated. It has no national commission like the other sports, and it's destroying itself.
But when you judge fights that was so one-sided, I mean, come on. I mean, I don't care who it is. When it's not right, it's just not right. Cut and dry.
Go to the scorecards. John McKay, 117-111. Dave Moretti, 119-109. Bert Clements, 118-110. All three scores for the winner by unanimous decision.
The judges give a bad decision.
You thought the judges gave a bad decision? Interesting.
I think that the fight was a draw.
Fight like the people. Cotto can fight. He was just too small. Good big man beats the good little man, and even though they're the same weight, that was a big man and a little man. Cotto beat a lot of guys right now. Cotto would beat a lot of good fighters, and you could still direct him towards big events and fights that he might win. Did anyone see a shock fighter? I just saw a small fighter. It's those toss-up rounds, and there were the rounds that Cotto may have won were toss-up kind of rounds that could have gone either way. So could you have gotten a 7-5 for Canelo? Yeah, you could. Could you get a 10-2 for Canelo? Yeah, you could. There were enough. There were like 3 at least rounds that legitimately, if you're sitting there scoring, you say I could have given that to either guy.
I mean, all 4 of my cornermen, none of us were concerned about losing the fight. We all had our guy ahead. So, but I guess the judges had our. But what really bothered me was the scoring was bad. I thought, because the scores, we didn't lose the fight by that much. There's no fucking. I'm sorry. There's no way. But I did say some things about the commission and about people, and I mean, I just, I was mad. I apologize if I offended anybody, but I still think we won the fight, though. I mean, the thing is, I thought he listened to me very well in the corner, and I don't think I had to motivate him any more than I did.
I thought the fight was a lot closer than the judges had it. I was scoring each round by round, and at the end of the fight, I came back and I added and totaled everything, and honestly, I had it even. I had it 6-6. But there were some rounds that I kind of scored in Cotto's favor because he stuck to the game plan. He kept boxing, using his legs. Not necessarily because he dominated the round, and no, there were some rounds that he clearly won. I thought the fight was a lot closer. I'm telling you, I had it even.
Final thought, would you like to fight 154 Canelo Alvarez?
¿Quiere pelear en la 154 contra Canelo Alvarez?
Yo solamente quiero decirle al Canelo que yo lo hice mejor que él cuando peleó con Auto y lo dominé los 2 rounds sin ningún tipo de problema. Y quiero que se suba al ring en la próxima pelea. Quiero decirle a Gemen, gracias por todo y que me busque la pelea con Auto y Trout.
He just wants to tell Canelo Alvarez that he did it better against Austin Trout tonight than what Canelo did with Trout, and that he wants to fight him, of course.
Congratulations, thank you.
Buenas noches, quiero felicitarte por la gran pelea que tuviste él, hiciste bien tu trabajo. Quiero felicitar también a tu equipo, también hicieron buen trabajo y felicidades. Y quiero pedirte aquí frente a todos los que están aquí, que están seguros, que están locos por ver la pelea mía y tuya, y quisiera ver cuándo será la próxima pelea mía y tuya.
¿Están locos por ver una pelea con él?
Judge Levi Martinez scores about 117 to 111 in favor of the winner, Canelo Alvarez.
The final judge, the man with a Z on the end of his name, gives it by a 6-point margin to Saul Alvarez.
Thoughts on the rematch? What I heard from everybody was they don't want a rematch. Nobody wants a rematch.
They don't want a rematch. Nobody wants a rematch.
He did not jab to stabilize Lara on the outside, to take that sniper ring, that sniper attack, that outside punching away. He did not use a jab. So a lot of times when he was walking in, he did get caught on the way in, but he didn't get all the way there to the body. And when that happened, I thought, look, at the end of the night, 115, 113. Okay, can't argue with you. One guy likes aggression, another guy likes boxing. But come on, please. 117 to 111. Are you kidding me? Look, Golden Boy Promotions, for the people that follow such things, they're in flux. They're having problems right now. Did anyone ever think, just a little bit, that, hey, if they lose, they already lost their CEO, Richard Schaefer. If they lose their star, the second biggest star in the game, behind Mayweather, if they lose that fight, they're out of business. There's a garage sale. It's not Golden Boy anymore. It's Bronze Boy, Todd. Bronze Boy, not Golden Boy anymore. Well, Teddy, so they had to win that. Listen, Teddy, I'm not going to say anything's amiss. All I'm going to say is, they have a judge from New Mexico that's got it 117, 111. Listen, it gets me sick. It gets me sick. And I tell you, I always say follow the punches. I'm not going to say that no more. In this business, Todd, follow the money.
Universally recognized, undisputed middleweight world champion with all these titles on the line. Tomorrow night, T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas, by way of the MGM Grand.
It all goes down tomorrow night.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the scorecards after 12 rounds of boxing. Adalaide Byrd scores it 118 to 110 for Canelo. Dave Moretti scores it 115-113 for Triple G. And Don Trella scores it 114-114, a three-way split. This is officially a draw.
Follow the money. And no one else is going to say that in boxing, and some people are going to be very upset. And I don't care. I don't care if they're upset.
But what do you mean by corruption?
Because there's no way. I got a 118, 110. Okay, let's not go for round, and let's make it 117 to 111. But still, it's one guy winning the fight. I mean, one guy was the ocean, the other guy was the log for most of the fight. The ocean usually wins in that battle.
Yeah.
When I watch and I go out there and I look in the Atlantic Ocean, the ocean moves the log around. The ocean is the champion. The ocean was Golovkin. But not in boxing. Boxing doesn't honor the things that should be honored. It honors money, control, power. And there's only certain power brokers in boxing, certain promoters, and they have the power. They have control who the judges agree, who the judges aren't going to be. So who the judges know if they want to work, who they have to vote for. And Las Vegas, where the money's going to come back there for a rematch. I mean, there's no other way to. How could I stand here all week and say that it's going to be a controversial outcome? Yeah. How do I know that?
But I cannot see. I'm legally blind. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm in it.
Well, listen, I don't think it was Triple G going away. I thought the fight was closer. I had it 115, 113 for Triple G. But the reality of the situation is that this has been tarnished by a judge that clearly had no business judging the fight. Adalaide Byrd, whatever her name is, 118, 110, she needs to be tested immediately. Makes no sense whatsoever. There's no way in hell that it's a 118, 110. That's a completely lopsided fight on either end. She had it for Canelo. There's no way on earth that Canelo won 118, 110. You want to sit up there and say a draw, fine. You want to have him ahead by one round, I totally and emphatically disagree, but that's fine. It was a valiant effort on his part. He fought a tremendous fight, but Teddy's absolutely right. He fought in spots. He would connect with a good punch here or there. He would fight for 20 or 30 seconds, but after that, he'd take the rest of the round off while he was continuously and perpetually being stalked. Triple G couldn't find a right hand all night long. That much is true, but he was connecting enough to accumulate punches. I had him winning the fight 113. And again, it's not the fact that it's a draw. As much as I don't like it, I think it's weak because I want a decided winner. I don't want to hear draw. I do understand those who believe it was a close fight. But to have Canelo Alvarez winning 118, 110, that judge needs to be tested now. Not an hour from now, not 2 hours from now, not tomorrow morning. She needs to be tested now. whoever he or she is, Adalaide Byrd, whoever it is, 118, 110, they didn't know what the hell they were watching. They weren't watching a boxing match tonight that everybody else, millions on pay-per-view and thousands in attendance, were watching. This judge does not know what they're doing. I'm not going to talk about getting fixed and all of that stuff. I'm not going to discredit the sport that way. But I'm going to tell you, this particular judge did not show up to work tonight. Something is wrong. They didn't know what they were doing. 118, 110, please.
Thank you.